I want to just say that times have changed, and I think we're well aware of that, that given the major changes that happened in the 20th century, we cannot lead, in my view, the same way that John F. Kennedy used to lead. Let's remember, John F. Kennedy had probably more affairs than Tiger Woods, but nobody knew about it because the media didn't really talk about it, right? There was a gentleman's agreement that when, what was her name, Jacqueline Kennedy left the White House, he would kind of play around with the people in the swimming pool of the White House. That's not well known, but it did happen. Clinton couldn't do that anymore. Tiger Woods can't do it anymore. If Churchill would be alive today, people would probably talk about his battle with the bottle, you know, because he was an alcoholic. He wrote most of his stuff on champagne. It's not a bad thing to do, but actually I would be more inspired too. But it's not possible anymore to get by with those kinds of private sins, right? Nowadays it's all on YouTube, it's on Facebook, you have no secrets anymore, everything is transparent. There's democracy, right? In the beginning of the 20th century, there was only a handful of democratic nations in the world. Now I think we have 120 democracies in the world of 200 nation states. So that has completely changed the way people have to lead. But it's not only at the national level, it's at the business level as well. If I'm a doctor, I used to be a semi-god. You know, my parents would still believe the doctor. Oh, the doctor said, well, in that case, it must be true. Nowadays, you go on WebMD, you check out the information, you get a second opinion. The doctor's authority is not the same that it used to be before. Companies design products. If you are designing windsurfing equipment, you actually have to do it together. Or if you're designing mountain bikes, you have to do it together with the customers. It's a very different way of leading. It used to be that you would just develop a product and then push it out into the market and market the hell out of it, and then it would go. That may not be the case anymore. Now you have to work together. Google is working together with the consumers to try to improve their products. So what does this all mean? I would say the first type of leadership that is different from what it used to be through the internet, through democracy, and through the media is really what I would call the word coach, or you could also call it co-leader. That leading from above is no longer sufficient. And I would say in the military that's very clear. I did some work with West Point after 9/11, and it became clear that the soldier in Baghdad or the soldier in Sadr City may actually have as much intelligence as the guys in the Pentagon. So how do you lead, right, when the person at the bottom might have as much intelligence as the people in the boardroom? And this is also true in companies. So what you have to do is you have to pull for the best in the local people. You have to coach them to get the best out of them, to get them to be excellent. So that's the first thing. Because what we need now is not simply objects of our strategy. You know, I'm the brilliant guy at the top and I know how it works. That's what Churchill used to be able to say. Churchill could say, I'm at the top of the hierarchy and I see the big picture and everybody else needs to follow me. It's not how it works anymore, right? Now the guy in Sadr City might have leadership that he needs to display. And so the question is, how do you generate people that can think for themselves and can make strategic decisions and can help shape the strategy of the whole? So that's the first thing.